What's up, everybody? So I did promise a couple different people I would do a video doing some gaming with the T-Mobile home internet. Kind of test it out. It took me a little while. It took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I haven't used my Xbox in like a year, so I had to do updates. I had to download games. I downloaded the game, and then it was under maintenance, so I had to download another one. This has been like a 6-hour process total between trying to do all these tests. In the background, this is my speed test on the Xbox. It is, 76 down, 27 up is what it's seen. 95 latency, so a little bit higher latency on the Xbox itself. And I will apologize that the video is not really the greatest. I don't have a capture card, so I can't hook up my Xbox to my computer to do better streaming and recording. I had to pretty much put my camera in front of the TV, and you guys know how that is trying to record a screen. It's just not that great of quality. I do have some tests for the PC as well. We'll do that afterwards. But let's go ahead and we'll jump in some of the test here for the Xbox. Also, I wanted to do a little bit of testing with the T-Vision and like a YouTube video, 4K, Netflix, stuff like that. So we'll do that as well. Now, I did pre-record it, so we'll go ahead and we'll bring that video up here. You can see I'm connecting over to the T-Mobile network. We'll go ahead and get that going. And again, I apologize for the video quality. It's not really the best. So first, I'm going to go ahead and I'll throw up Netflix. We'll play something on there. You can see the streaming quality and everything. This was just a 4K video that I threw up that was on Netflix. Overall, it's streaming pretty good. No issues there, at least with the Netflix. I did run into a little bit of buffering issue on the YouTube. You'll see that here shortly. It does take a couple seconds to get it going, but overall, at least with the speeds I'm getting, it works out pretty well with the Netflix.
It stores over 40% of the world's carbon, making it a vital element in the fight against climate.
And kind of skip forward a little bit. I kind of want to get just more pictures of things, just to show the quality, the best that I can anyway. So I mean, it took a few seconds to kind of buffer in there and get it going, but not too bad, especially for the for the quality that I am streaming. Then we'll go ahead and we'll throw up a YouTube, and I'll throw in a 4K video here. I skipped through like the ads and stuff. The first one, pretty decent. Costa Rica. If you haven't watched that one, I definitely say go check it out. Cause it is pretty nice quality and everything. Of course, we got ads. I know how everybody loves the ads. But I have to say the quality is pretty good. It's streaming it pretty good. This is at the 1440. When I switched it over to 2160, it does jitter there a little bit. You'll see that. And there it goes, it freezes up. So it doesn't really like the 4K too much on the YouTube, on the TV. It plays fine on the computer, but you can see it is jittering, it's pausing. I am definitely having some issues with it. Pause it for a few seconds and then play it again, and it actually started playing. It had a little bit of that time to buffer there. So if you want to watch the 4K, your speeds aren't as high as they need to be, you can just let it buffer there for a moment. I eventually turn it back down. 1440 is plenty for YouTube. But the quality is pretty nice. It's playing pretty good once you get that little buffering like I mentioned. And to really get the quality, I would recommend going and checking out the video personally, especially if you have a 4K device, 4K TV, phone, whatever you might have that's 4K. It is amazing quality. And I'll link the video below. I got to give credit because I am throwing it in here. But 1440 is definitely going to be the sweeter spot. It's the one that I'm going to recommend when you're streaming with T-Mobile internet. It's not handling the 4K quite as good as I would have hoped, and but on the computer, like I said, it is a different story. It does work a little better there. And I'll go ahead and skip it forward a little bit. So next I wanted to throw up the T-Vision, show how the T-Vision is working on the connection. Again, you're not getting the best quality the way I recorded it. Sound quality is not really the greatest either, but like I showed before, there is a guide. You can go through the guide. We'll just throw up a random news channel. It's funny how the news channel has better quality, but yeah, that's a pretty old movie. It's not going to have the highest quality anyway. But I think that's good enough, at least for that. I know the biggest thing that people are going to want to see is the actual gaming quality. I did end up getting a game to finally download and be able to play it. I did Unknown Battlegrounds, so let's go ahead and I'll show you. It runs pretty good. The ping 133, 127. It's averaging in about the 120s. It's fair. It works fine. I didn't have any issues in the gaming whatsoever. No glitching, no buffering, nothing like that. Everything's been loading just fine. And I've never played this game before, so this was the first run I ever did. Not too great, but you know, I'm not the best gamer. I'll admit that. It just really depends on what I'm playing. But you know, overall, it's not bad. You know, I'll kind of skip forward a little bit here. Oh, and someone's shooting me and killing me. I don't last much longer than this, and I'm dead. Like I said, I'm not that great. And then where the better testing though is from the computer, of course. Like I mentioned, I did a Apex Legends, another game I'm not that great at. I've only played it a couple times, and then I also did a test for Stadia. That is the ultimate test. Cloud gaming. It wasn't the greatest experience. I will say that right now. But let's go ahead and, you know, we got our Apex Legends up. This was from the computer. I don't know what the ping or anything was for this, but it did run pretty good. Had no issues whatsoever. Another test that I really wanted to do tonight is I wanted to do live streaming. I think that would have been a really good test too. But you know, I ran out of time. It's getting late. I start my long shifts tomorrow, so. But you can see it does run pretty good. I'll go ahead and skip it forward. We're gonna do, so this is for the Metro Last Light Redo. This is on the Stadia connection. You can see it's checking the connection here. And it gives us a warning, check the connection. I had to try again. And then, you know, after a couple tries of trying again, you can see connection not stable, continue. It just wasn't the best experience for cloud gaming. We'll go ahead and skip forward where, you know, it says connection not stable again, but it is letting me load it this time. It took maybe 5 or 6 tries to finally get it to load. So if you want to do cloud streaming, T-Mobile Internet's not really going to do it for you. And I mean, it does load, and after several tries, it was working, but it's kind of jittery, jolty. There was a couple alerts in there about unstable connection, and kind of warning me that it could end. The video quality is it's not the greatest. It gets blurry at times. There you go. It may stop because of the connection lost. Yeah, overall quality is pretty poor for cloud streaming. So if you're wanting to do that, I don't think it's going to work too well for you. It's not even working for me, and I am getting the higher speeds with the T-Mobile compared to some people. So I just recommend staying away from it. Now Stadia it's kind of iffy anyway. There are some issues with it. I even have a little bit of lag even with my 500 megabyte cable connection. So, kind of take it with a grain of salt when it comes to the Stadia. I don't know how many people have actually tried it. I'm not very impressed with it myself. It's not really that great. Plus, they cap it at a lower quality. 1080p is the highest it will go, and it's just super laggy. I mean, it's completely cloud streaming, so there's nothing you download. But overall, this was my experience for the gaming. Xbox, it did fine. No issues whatsoever. Now, I didn't show it, but I actually had, I had the NAT screen. So it'll show here the IPv4 and 5 and NAT type moderate. So moderate is your NAT type's not open, but it's not closed. And you could have some issues. You could have limited things and stuff. I have to play with the NAT settings. I got to figure that stuff out. I don't have any experience with it, but I know it was warned that there could be NAT issues. Overall, though, the games, they played just fine. I didn't have any issues with that. But, I wanted to make just a quick video showing that it can game, what my experiences were, and hopefully that will help out some of you guys decide. I've also talked to another guy who's been doing some YouTube videos. He actually signed up for YouTube right after he saw my initial video for the home internet, and it's doing great for him. He's loving it, and he's got some videos up. He's doing some gaming now. He was in the middle of nowhere, had like no internet pretty much that was capable of gaming whatsoever. He hasn't gamed in a long time. So those of you that are having a really good experience, I love hearing that. I do like hearing from the ones that are having a poor experience too. I know there's some of you out there. I hear you guys. You have commented. You've told me. I wish I could help you. I can't. Hopefully it gets better for you. I recommend, the first thing I recommend trying to reach out, talk with a tech, see if they can help you out, see if they can increase it or get you fixed, whatever it might be, settings, whatever it might be. I don't work for that department, so I can't really help you with that stuff. But it's been a lot of mixed stuff. I see a lot of good, a lot of bad. And, I hope that in the end I see a lot more of the better. I know it is going to improve. It is still kind of a pilot program. And, it's unfortunate for those who have had a bad experience. I hope it does get better for you. Once the 5G rolls out, that's definitely going to be a game changer. That's like I've been mentioning. And they are always expanding the network and everything. So just keep at it. Those of you that keep asking me how to get it in your area, I can't tell you. They decide where it's going to be. They try to launch it in areas where they can guarantee speeds. But even in some of those areas where they've guaranteed speed, some people have still had some issues not getting anywhere near them. But be patient. If it's not available in your area, keep checking. It might, any day it could change. One day it wasn't available for me. The very next day it was. Same thing with a couple other people I've talked to that started following me and watching the videos and signed up. I know a lot of you have signed up after watching my videos. And, I wish I did get money out of it, but T-Mobile gives me nothing. But, I hope it's working out for a lot of you guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment below.